So hi guys, welcome back to MAD. Today we have Ajay with us. So Ajay, again, would like to have a brief introduction from your side and thank you for joining us. So if you can give a brief about your bachelor's, what are you doing currently, just for the introduction purpose?
Yeah, so first of all, thank you, Gaurav, for calling me in this interaction. I've done my BTech in 2019, and after that, I have worked in TCS for 4 months.
Mm-hmm.
And from 20 to 2022, I have done my master's from Triple IT Delhi.
Mm-hmm.
And meanwhile, this from 20 to 2022, I have cracked the ISRO with All India rank 33.
Mm-hmm.
And presently, I'm working at Qualcomm.
Great, thanks. So just a couple of points. So what was your branch in bachelor's and which college were you and which city?
Um, I have done my bachelor's in electronics engineering
Mm-hmm.
from Kamla Nehru Institute of Technology, Sultanpur. It is a state government college
State
also.
government college in UP. Okay, sounds
Yeah,
good.
UP.
Sounds good. Okay, so you mentioned, right? So the interview is kind of based on your journey of cracking the ISRO exam, which you mentioned that you got all near rank 33, right? So maybe
Yeah.
we'll just want to start from the very basics. So what was the preparation mode? How did you prepare? And then we will go to the written exam, what kind of questions you faced, and then the interview part as well. So starting from the very basics, how do you start the preparation and from how much long you were preparing for this?
Uh, First, I started my preparation for GATE in like my seventh semester.
Mm-hmm.
Seventh semester, July 2018.
Mm-hmm.
I started like basic, like I bought some made easy notes
Mm-hmm.
and started preparing for that. So I gave just my first attempt.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was not very serious preparation.
Mm-hmm.
I left 2-3 subjects in my first
Mm-hmm.
attempt. I got rank of 2400.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought that if leaving 2-3 subjects I can get this rank, so I can do much better.
Mm-hmm.
So I took one online course from one coaching institute.
Mm-hmm.
So I started preparing after my BTech,
Okay.
and then I prepared for GATE only, not any specific preparation for ISRO.
Understood.
The syllabus of ISRO and GATE are almost same, like
Correct.
80%, 82 to 85% same.
Correct.
So in that preparation, like there was sufficient preparation to crack the written exam of ISRO. So basically, I would like to tell you about the written exam of ISRO. So it consists of 80 questions, and the paper is of 1.5 hours. So like
Mm-hmm.
speed is the key, and the paper is not it is moderate to tough. It like questions are similar to GATE.
Correct.
Like EC paper of GATE is also moderate to tough. So if you prepare well for GATE, my advice will be, if you prepare well for GATE, then you will face no difficulty in cracking the ISRO written also.
Understood. Uh, and you mentioned this leading coaching institute, right? So maybe know like
Yeah.
which was this one for the audience reference?
It was GATE Academy
Okay.
Coaching Institute.
Okay, understood. So basically the key that you are mentioning for ISRO is the speed, because the
Yeah.
exam syllabus and the questions are almost similar, but speed is the key,
Yeah,
right?
speed is the key.
Understood.
Yeah.
Okay. So now coming to the interview part, right? So how was the interview for ISRO? What kind of questions were asked? How long it was? How you prepared for that? Any specific preparation needed?
Y- Yeah, so for me, this interview was little bit different because it happened in a COVID era.
Correct.
So after I gave my written in Jan 2020, as we all know, the lockdown started in March 2020. So
Correct.
interview did not happen in the same year.
Mm-hmm.
So I took admission in Triple IT Delhi meanwhile through
Mm-hmm.
my GATE rank.
Mm-hmm.
And next year in April 2021, I got interview call. It happened in Lucknow.
Mm-hmm.
So at that time, like as the masters in Triple IT Delhi is very hectic, like
Mm-hmm.
you don't get much time to prepare.
Correct.
So before 2-3 days of interview, I just revised the 4-5 subjects, basic subjects
Mm-hmm.
from my GATE notes,
Mm-hmm.
like short notes that I have made.
Mm-hmm.
So and I like thoroughly like what I was studying
Mm-hmm.
at that time. I knew that.
Mhm.
So in ISRO interview, it was around 30 to 35 minutes of interview. So basically, before ISRO interview, they uh, send a form like detailed biodata form you have
Mhm.
to fill before the interview. So there
Mhm.
you have to mention what are you doing presently. So I have mentioned that I am doing my MTech in VLSI and embedded system from IIIT Delhi.
Mhm.
So and they like in that form you fill a lot of details like
Mhm.
name and what subjects you took,
Mhm.
like that. So I filled that I am doing a VLSI and embedded system. So there it was a 35 minutes interview and it consisted of 8 people in the panel.
Mhm.
So basically they first asked me my favorite subjects. So
Mhm.
as I was not in touch with the gate subjects because I was doing the MTech. So in the last 2 3 days, I just revised the 2 3 subjects, 4 subjects from my gate notes,
Mhm.
and I was as I was doing MTech, so I was comfortable with my MTech subjects. So
Mhm.
I choose the gate subjects which are related to my MTech. Like
Mhm.
I was doing my MTech in VLSI, so I choose digital electronics, analog electronics, network theory, control systems. So I
Mhm.
choose subjects in such a way.
Mhm.
So in the starting, they asked me this basics of digital electronics, analog electronics, gate level.
Mhm.
Then they like saw my biodata and they got to know I'm doing my masters in like VLSI and better systems. So they
Mhm.
started to ask questions from my masters, like
Mhm.
what projects you are doing and what is like like I have done a course in memories. So they
Mhm.
were asking what is SRAM, what is DRAM, what is AMRAM, that is upcoming memory. So I studied all these things in my masters,
Mhm.
and the like curriculum at IIIT Delhi is so well. They
Mhm.
like there is so much to learn. So
Mhm.
it like doesn't seem like anything that I know that I don't know related to my masters.
Correct.
So these 4 5 subjects, the 80% of the interview went from these 4 5 subjects, and like I have answered 90% of the questions,
Mhm.
and the rest 20 minutes they were asking microwave, radar, this kind of things. I was not prepared for that. So I simply tried to answer like with whatever knowledge I had, but I was not comfortable in that much. So I simply told them that like I don't know much because I'm doing master, so I'm not like in touch with these subjects. So they were
Correct.
okay, like they understood that I'm doing master, so I can't be prepared for full syllabus of ISRO, that is gate syllabus.
Correct.
So they
Correct.
understood. Yeah.
Understood. Understood. Understood.
More they
So,
focus on your problem solving ability. There is a whiteboard in the ISRO interview, and you have to solve like the questions and
okay.
whatever you have to explain. So more 80% of the time you would be standing and explaining the concepts on the whiteboard.
Ah, okay. 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 So they provide
Yeah.
that facility and they, you have to
Yeah, they
kind of
provide
explain.
that facility. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Great. So, if someone is in similar situation as of you who is doing the masters and he's kind of going for the interview, he can leverage the subjects that he's already studying so that he does not
Yeah.
need to prepare anything additional.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because in masters you don't get much time. If you are
Correct.
in a good institute, you don't get time to prepare for like this PSU interviews or anything
Correct.
like that.
Correct. Okay. So now an important question. So because after this, I think you all obviously, so you got the offer, right? As you mentioned.
Yeah.
So now you have the ISRO offer, and then you were
Yeah.
pursuing your masters at that point of time. So when did the offer from the private organization that is you are currently in Qualcomm came in?
Yeah.
When
Yeah.
did the ISRO offer
Yeah.
came in, and what was your thought process
Uh,
of choosing one over the another?
So actually, they in the interview of ISRO, they told me your VLSI concepts are very good. They were
Mhm.
and in the interview they told me that,
Mhm.
and this offer came in July 2021. On
Okay.
the like day zero of placements of IIIT Delhi, I got this offer from Qualcomm,
Mhm.
and this ISRO results came in October 2021.
Mhm.
So I was expecting I would get they because in an interview they told me that my this VLSI concepts are good, so I will get work related to this only. That centers like URAO Satellite Center or Space Application Center where this actual work related to my masters happens.
Correct.
So I was expecting these kind of centers, but I got ISRO telemetry tracking and command centers. So it is a center related to tracking of satellites.
Mhm.
So I was little bit disheartened by the center allotment of ISRO. So I
Mhm.
also talked to them why this happened. So they were like, you are hired on your BTech basis, not on master's basis.
Mm-hmm.
So you should be open to any center according to our requirement.
Mm-hmm.
So there was a lot of dilemma, like
Mm-hmm.
whether to, because this Qualcomm was my dream company, like from starting of BTech. Like I
Correct.
wanted to do job. If when I took electronics engineering, I wanted to do job in Intel, Qualcomm, AMD, in these kind of companies.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like huge dilemma. My, like, I am from UP, so most of my relatives wanted to me go to ISRO.
Correct.
So
A government job,
this was
right?
a very, yeah, it is a government job and a grade A job, and you should go. How can you leave this kind of job?
Correct.
But I talked to many people of ISRO who are in ISRO. So they were saying that you should follow your interests, and the growth rate in government job is not that much as you will get in like leading product based companies, leading semiconductor companies.
Correct.
So actually, I got like intern plus full time offer. I got 6 month intern offer and then full time offer from Qualcomm.
From
So I
Qualcomm.
decided to extend this offer from ISRO, as I was doing my masters. My
Mm-hmm.
masters was completing in May. So
Mm-hmm.
I extended my offer from ISRO.
Mm-hmm.
From I got my joining date as 27 December, but I extended it till May 15. That I am doing my masters, so I can't join like in
Correct.
between. So
Correct.
they extended that for 5 months, and in between I like joined Qualcomm as an intern. So
Mm-hmm.
I thought that if I like the work, then I will stay here. Otherwise, I will go to ISRO. So
Okay.
here I got like I really like the work,
Mm-hmm.
and the team was very good. Team culture was very good. So I in the at the end I joined as a full time employee in Qualcomm only and left the offer at ISRO.
Correct. Okay. So between this private versus government, so ISRO versus Qualcomm, the reason you went ahead with Qualcomm was the based on the work that you were doing, which was really
Yeah,
interesting to
but
you, and the
yeah,
portfolio
yeah,
that you were having. Okay, great. So
yeah.
I think, yeah, this is a
Also, that
dilemma.
I would like to mention this the Parvi Sharda interview that helped
Correct.
me a lot, because
Correct. Correct.
she was like she also had similar kind of dilemma. She was selected in like IES,
IES. Correct.
and she was interested in doing PhD. So I had similar kind of dilemma. I was interested to pursue my career in VLSI industry, and I did not got same in ISRO. So
Correct. Correct.
that's
Yeah.
why, yeah.
Good. I think she has now done the postdoc from MIT.
Yeah,
Hope we
yeah,
will get her
I follow her on LinkedIn.
correct. I will get her experience on that as well soon.
Yeah,
Okay, sounds good. Sounds good. So now we will also kind of discuss maybe in some next videos how the work in Qualcomm, what kind of work culture you're having. But I think obviously you mentioned it's really good. So if
yeah,
you just want to summarize for someone who is specifically preparing for ISRO exam in that sense. So obviously, you mentioned the syllabus is almost similar what you're preparing for GATE. So the
yeah,
speed, if I'm summarizing correct, please add additional points as well. So the speed is the key for going through the ISRO exam, and then interview also you don't need to prepare anything very specific, but what
yeah,
exactly you are studying. If you have any priority subjects, you can kind of mention that. And interview is
yeah,
almost 35 minutes, right?
yeah. And if you don't know anything, just tell them that you don't know.
Yeah,
Don't try to
instead
fool
of
them.
bluffing. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, instead of bluffing, what you know, just explain on the, because you have to explain it on the whiteboard. There is not like conventional
Correct.
interview.
Yeah.
You are just explaining them. Just if you
Correct.
don't know anything, just tell them you don't know, and tell the reason that if you are doing job that I didn't get much time, or like as I was doing MTech, so I told them that like these 5 subjects I prepared,
Mhm.
and these subjects related to communication and satellite I wasn't prepared because I was doing masters. So I'm prepared in those 5 subjects,
Correct.
and five
Understood.
subjects are, I think, like sufficient for an interview.
Good
Five
enough.
six
Good enough.
subjects if you prepare. Yeah,
Good enough. And just for your preparation of the GATE, also you mentioned the coaching, right? The GATE
yeah,
Academy that you took online coaching.
yeah,
So
yeah.
how beneficial was the coaching path versus if you have done this whole study on your own? So what has been your suggestion on that front?
See, coaching pass is beneficial. Like I have done an online coaching. So if you want a direction, that is sufficient. Like if you have
Correct.
sufficient time, you are in second year, third year. Like I told you, I started in my 7th semester.
Mhm.
So like I can't study from standard books at that time. But if you are in college, you have time. And I would really suggest the standard books. You should study standard books. In
Mhm.
MTech only, I started to study standard books because I got the the importance of that after that.
Correct, correct,
If you, whatever you study from coaching will can help you in cracking the exam, because their teaching style is that they want you to crack the exam. But
correct,
if you really want to gain knowledge, that I really I would like to um, give this NPTEL lectures for cracking my cracking ISRO interview, because in MTech you need to study something from NPTEL also,
correct,
and
correct.
standard books you study.
Mhm.
So these standard books are very important, I would like to
Understood.
mention. Yeah,
Understood. Yeah, I think that has been we also have been mentioning to the students that making getting notes from somewhere or some coaching institute
yeah,
or having reference book is okay if you have very little
yeah,
time, but yeah, standard book
yeah.
cannot be replaced if you want the thorough knowledge, right?
Yeah, thorough knowledge, you need standard books.
Correct. Yeah. Sounds good. Sounds good. So I think Ajay, it was really nice interacting with you and seeing your journey of cracking ISRO and then joining Qualcomm. I think this is the dilemma which many people might be having, and this is a discussion
Yeah,
that keeps on ongoing: a government secured job versus a private job and things like that, especially
yeah,
if you are from UP, Bihar, or states like that.
yeah,
So there is a lot of craze, right? Okay, but I think it's good to see that people are not just deviating to the government sector and choosing jobs based on their interest, right? So I think so
yeah,
far
right.
it's going good for you in the private sector, right? You don't regret
Yeah, it is good.
not joining
No,
ISRO, correct?
I don't regret at all. Like I have I am in contact with the people who
Correct,
are in ISRO. So
correct.
I somewhat talk to them. There were many people who had the opportunities. Like I know around 20 people who had offers in semiconductors and was selected in ISRO in the list of 100 people.
Mhm.
So almost 10 joined private and 10 joined ISRO.
Okay,
So
okay.
because this recruitment got delayed, right? So everyone
Correct,
has done their masters, so everyone
correct,
had different offers.
correct, correct,
So
correct. Sounds good, sounds good.
yeah,
Thanks, Ajay. I think it was nice interacting. And audience, if you would like to ask any more questions, please put them in the comment section. I will try to answer. And yeah, feel free to share with other students as well if you think this might be interesting, maybe from the electronics background, electrical background particularly. And then see you in the next video. Thanks very much.
yeah, thanks, Gaurav.